Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. I just want to say a disclaimer before we continue with this video that if I don't sound, as crazy or if I don't sound as energized, it's because I'm just getting over a sickness and my throat was kind of bothering me, so I wanted to have this out a few days ago, but I couldn't, so I'm filming this today, so sorry. So today's video, we are back here. Another NBA season is upon us. So, obviously, last year Oklahoma City comes in, wins the NBA Finals. That was actually my first video on this channel, was an NBA Finals breakdown of who I thought was actually going to win the NBA Finals this year or last year between the Pacers and the Thunder. And yeah, we are officially, today is the first slate of games. Tonight we got a doubleheader. We got the Rockets and the Thunder. And then we got the Lakers and the Warriors. Or, sorry, Warriors at the Lakers. And you can find those games on NBC, because everyone remembers. So starting this year, NBA games can be on NBC or Peacock, Prime Video, and then obviously ESPN, as it's been for the last however many years. So yeah, NBC jumps back into the NBA game for the first time since 2002. They'll be broadcasting these slate of games and a lot of games throughout the next few years, throughout the next decade and a half, that they're gonna be airing games. So yeah, so I kind of made a little NBA preview. I didn't go as cohesive as I did through the NFL one. So yeah, so we're just gonna start. We will start with the Western Conference. These are like predictions and rundowns for the teams. So we are gonna start with the Denver Nuggets. I have the Nuggets going 15-32. I should have did it in order of how I think they're gonna finish seed wise, but I just went through division to make it easier, even though I should have just did the conference. So actually, I'll just do that. So I have the Thunder winning the I have the Thunder winning the Western Conference and having the best record because this team is a lot of the same from last year, which is crazy to say. You usually don't say that as defending champion, that you bring majority of your team back. That you bring majority of the team that you won a championship with and bring them back. So that's something to think about. The number 2 seed, and this might be a hot take, number 2 seed I have being the Lakers. The Lakers kind of had a fun little off season. They needed to make some additions because obviously they traded Anthony Davis to the Mavericks when they got Luka Doncic, so they didn't have a big man. So what did they do? They went and they got DeAndre Ayton, who obviously Ayton spent the last 2 seasons with the Trailblazers, but he got a buyout. So he got a buyout and joined LeBron James and Luka Doncic there. They also added Marcus Smart, the former Celtic, Grizzly, and Wizard, to their squad. I think this is going to be especially if this is LeBron James last year, I think the Lakers are going to try their best. Although, if you notice how they're building their team, they're trying to build. I think they're pretty much done building for LeBron, and they're solely focusing on building for Luka Doncic. Number 3 seed. This was a tough one, but I got Minnesota. Minnesota last year, kind of they pretty dominant. They again, they got a lot of the same team coming back. Obviously, Anthony Edwards is one of the best players in basketball. Not much else to say. They still got Rudy Gobert as well. Fun squad. Number 4 seed, I got the Houston. I got the Denver Nuggets. Nuggets still did decent last year after they got rid of Mike Malone. They added Jonas Valanciunas to be a backup to Jokic. They just extended Christian Braun on his rookie contract. So I like this team. Number 5 seed, and this is going to be really close. I got Houston as a 5 seed. They went all in this offseason. They went all in this offseason. They got Kevin Durant, obviously still a really great player for his age. They also re-signed Clint Capella, who hasn't played for the team since 2020. So they brought him in to pair with Steven Adams and Alperen Sengun on that backcourt. And they still got a lot of young pieces. So they also added Dorian Finney-Smith. That's a nice addition for them too. 6 seed, I got. This was a tough one for the 6 seed, but I got Memphis. They traded Desmond Bane, but they did get some solid pieces back. Obviously, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, they got back in that trade. He's been a solid bench option. They still got Ja Morant and Jaren Jackson. I think they'll regress a bit, but I think they'll still ultimately be a somewhat competitive team. Then the 7th seed, as we get into the play-in, I got the Clippers. I think the Clippers could be better still, but the West is so stacked. 8th seed, I got, and this might be a shocking one, I got the Kings. As crazy as that sounds. They still got DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Domantas Sabonis. They added Russell Westbrook and Dennis Schroeder. So they are focused on trying to build a solid team. So we'll see what happens with them. Then Spurs, I think, are going to improve a lot because obviously the Spurs, they got Victor Wembanyama, who's a really good player. Steven Castle had a great rookie season. They added De'Aaron Fox. They have him for a full year. Devin Vassell was pretty decent. Dylan Harper they drafted. So I really like the Spurs team. I think the Spurs are going to compete for a play-in spot. Pelicans, meanwhile, I think, are going to be done for. Pelicans should start probably trading off some assets. I don't like their roster. They got Zion Williamson and DeJounte Murray. That's about it. They also got Kevon Looney. Not much else to talk about. Dallas is going to be intriguing. I think Dallas competes for a play-in spot because the roster isn't terrible, but it's not great. I mean, obviously, Anthony Davis is coming back this year. He missed a lot of last year. They drafted Cooper Flagg, number 1 overall pick. He's only 18, so he's got plenty of time to be built around as that next franchise icon after they traded Luka Doncic. Kyrie Irving, he's going to miss a good chunk of the year, but they also added D'Angelo Russell. They still got Klay Thompson. Portland is not much to detail on Portland. They're young team, rebuilding year. They did actually get Jrue Holiday to play for them this time around, though. Last time he was traded there when the Bucks got Damian Lillard, and then now Damian Lillard is back with the Blazers, but he's not playing this year. Then I suppose we'll talk about the last 2 teams I haven't talked about yet. Utah, I don't think they're going to do anything. I think they're just going to trade away Lauri Markkanen. They've been procrastinating on doing so. For whatever reason. Kevin Love is there too, and the Suns. Yeah, that's all I'm saying about the Suns. There's really not much else to talk about. Moving to the Eastern Conference now. I think for the East, I have the number 1 seed being the Cleveland Cavaliers. If you look at that Cleveland team, they added Lonzo Ball, who hasn't been healthy, but he's been decent when he has played. Obviously, they still got Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. They got their core right there. Max Strus is back. They still got Jared Allen. They got Jared Allen too. So they got a really nice squad there. Second seed, and it was kind of hard to come up with seeding for this division, is the Knicks. I don't know. I like the Knicks this year. They got, obviously, Jalen Brunson, who's emerged as a star for them. Carl Anthony Towns still got him. They just got a fun roster. And with a new coach and Mike Brown, we'll see what happens. Third seed, I think, is still going to be Boston. Yes, Jason Tatum is out a lot of the year, but they still... And they lost Kristaps Porzingis, but they got Jaylen Brown. They got Anthony Simons from the Blazers, Derek White. They still got a solid team on. They still got a solid team on paper. They still got a solid team on paper. They just gotta figure out what they're gonna do with it. Fourth seed, I got. Fourth seed was really hard to come up with, but I think fourth seed I just got being Sixers, not the Sixers, the Sixers. I think they're gonna rebound. If they don't, then the take will be looked at as bad. They're just not as strong. Paul George will be back. Actually, no, I think I like the Pacers. I don't know, because I want to do the Pacers there too, but the Pacers, I don't know how they're gonna be because they got a good team still, but they lost Miles Turner. Tyrese is out all year. So I don't know. Then the rest of the season, I couldn't even tell you. So we'll just do division. Milwaukee Bucks. Bucks are going to be interesting. Giannis is back. So Bucks still got their... Bucks still got their superstar there. And they got Thanasis back. And they added Alex Antetokounmpo on a 2-way deal. They re-signed Kevin Porter, Bobby Portis, Taurean Prince, Ryan Rollins, Jericho Sims, and Gary Trent. They signed Miles Turner in that backcourt. They just extended AJ Green. I think this team is going to be better than people make it out to be. I still don't think it's going to be great. I think it's better than what people are making them out to be. Pistons, they shocked the league last year. I think they're going to be a little decent. They didn't do a whole lot in the offseason, so one thing they did do, though, is they did go out and they did get Duncan Robinson. So that'll be something interesting to watch for them. Pacers already talked about. Atlanta Hawks. I want to talk about the Hawks a bit. They got Kristaps Porzingis. They still got Trae Young, obviously. I think this is the make or break year with Trae Young. If they don't do good, I think Trae Young requests a trade. Hornets, we haven't got to talk about them. They didn't do a whole lot. They got Pat Connaughton in a trade with the Bucks. They got Con Knuffle with the 4th overall pick. They still got Brandon Miller and Colin Sexton, so this is just gonna be a bad team. Again, Miami, I think it's gonna be somewhat competitive, but not really. I mean, roster isn't super great, but I still think with how weak the East is going to be a game. Same with the Magic. Magic, I think, are going to be about where they were last year. I mean, they still got Paolo Banchero. They added Desmond Bane. That's a big deal for them. They still got a lot of their core intact, though. Washington ain't going to do much anything. I mean, they got CJ McCollum, So, I mean, I guess that'll make them better. Somewhat, not really. Chris Middleton's still there. AJ Johnson might emerge, but other than that, there's really nothing to talk about with them. Chicago Bulls, I don't think they're going to be that good. They extended Josh Giddey, but really don't got much else. Nikola Vucevic, but I think he's on his way out the door. Same with the Raptors. Raptors don't got a lot. Brandon Ingram still there. Emmanuel Quickly, obviously Scotty Barnes, RJ Barrett. And then the team I didn't even talk about, Brooklyn Nets, they're just kind of there. I think the Thunder have the best chance to repeat. Oh, yeah, I forgot Bradley Beal I forgot Bradley Beal's with the Clippers now too. So, but yeah, I think Thunder have the best chance to repeat. I'm excited for a great year of NBA basketball. I didn't watch a whole lot of it last year. I was kind of sad about it. So, yeah, but I think it's gonna be a great year. With that being said, guys, thank you for watching this NBA preview. Hope you have a safe trip in the next video.